Let's make turkey meatballs and gravy. For this recipe, you will need a package of ground turkey. You could definitely use ground beef if you'd like. Get ready to screenshot because the spice mix I'm going to put right here on the screen. What I do is I add about half of the spice mixture and then I just mix it in with a fork, and then I add in the remaining half and combine all of those ingredients together. Then you're gonna add a half cup of seasoned breadcrumbs along with a quarter cup of milk. I used whole milk, and 1 large egg. Go ahead and combine all of these ingredients together, and I almost forgot to add the Worcestershire sauce, wash your sister sauce, that sauce. You're gonna add a half teaspoon and then a quarter teaspoon. I know, this is just, it's my measurement. Then mix it all together and your consistency should look something like this. If it's too runny, add more breadcrumbs, and if it's too dry, add a little bit more milk. Then I just take a teaspoon and I take a little bit of the meat mixture and roll it into a ball. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I do try to get them as evenly as possible just for the cooking time so that they can cook evenly. Once all of your meatballs are rolled out onto the plate, go ahead and take a large skillet or a frying pan, add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and I like to turn my heat pretty low because we're just going to sear these. Don't worry about these cooking all the way through because they're gonna finish cooking in our gravy later. What we wanna do here is just get a nice sear on each side. I don't like to crowd the pan, so I just add a little bit at a time and I go turning them. I leave them about maybe a minute on each side just to get that nice little golden brown color all around the meatball. Once all of your meatballs are done, go ahead and transfer them to a plate, and then we're gonna start working on our gravy. In the same skillet or frying pan, go ahead and add a quarter cup of unsalted butter along with a quarter cup of all-purpose flour. You're gonna mix this up with a whisk and just cook that flour down to get rid of that raw taste for about a minute. And then after a minute, we're gonna add in a little under 3 cups of chicken stock or chicken broth. And then we're just gonna scrape the bottom of our pan and get all of those flavors in. To that, you're gonna add in the following seasonings, which I'm going to put right here on the screen, so screenshot it. And then you're going to want to just let this come to a boil, then turn the heat down to low and let it simmer until it gets a little thicker to about that consistency. Then go ahead and add your meatballs back in and let them finish cooking. This should only take a couple of minutes. And as it cooks, you'll see how your gravy continues to thicken. I like to go ahead and give them a turn, not just to make sure that they're fully cooked, but to get them coated in that gravy. Once they're done cooking, go ahead and put a lid on it until you're ready to serve. Enjoy!